Apple is getting ready to drop support for several iPhones, MacBooks, and one iPad as they release new versions of iOS, iPadOS, and macOS next week. Here's what you need to know. The Worldwide Developer Conference is next week, where Apple will debut the latest features for iPads, MacBooks, and iPhones, but that does mean that some of that hardware does get outdated, so Apple can't support some of these older devices. Let's start with the iPhone models that Apple will drop with the release of iOS 26. If you own an iPhone XR, XS, or XS Max, you cannot update to iOS 26. This simply means that iOS 18 is the last version you could use on these iPhones. Let's move on to macOS 26, also known as macOS Tahoe. Apple is expected to drop 4 Mac models, which include the 2020 MacBook Air with the Intel processors, the 2018 MacBook Pro, the 2018 Mac Mini, and the 2017 iMac Pro. If you have any of these Mac models, the last operating system you could use is macOS 15 Sequoia. Now, Apple's only dropping one iPad model for iPadOS 26. This would be the 7th generation iPad. So if you have this iPad, the latest operating system you could use is iPadOS 18. Just because you can't upgrade to the latest operating system on these devices, it doesn't mean they're completely obsolete. It just means that Apple only provide critical security updates for their older operating systems, and it becomes less frequent over time, so they become more prone to security vulnerabilities as they get older, so you should use them at your own discretion. Do you think Apple should support any of the devices I mentioned, or do you think they're all fairly outdated? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed watching this video, feel free to support me by giving me a like and following my channel.